Once there was a little girl who loved Christmas, by Erin Kennedy. Once there was a little girl who loved Christmas. She looked forward to it every year. She did all the things that little girls always did at Christmas time. She read the books, watched the films, ate the food, filled the stockings, cozied up with family and friends, caught up with aunts, uncles, cousins, struggled to sleep on Christmas Eve, left food out for Santa and Rudolph, made a wish on a star and smiled broad happiness when she opened her presents on Christmas Day. She smiled when others opened their presents too, and ahed and oohed as everyone passed around their gifts. It snowed. It always snowed. She loved the snow. She had snowball fights, made a snowman, lay down amid snow angels, came home and drank hot cocoa in front of the warm, glowing fire. Yes, indeed. Once upon a time, there was a girl who really loved Christmas. And then, one year, it felt a little different. She did all of the same things. She ate the food, hung the stockings, left the mince pies and brandy out for Santa. And yet, something had changed. She knew it was still magical, and she even still felt some of the fizzing, whizzing warmth of that childhood magic. But she also didn't feel that magic anymore too. At least, not quite the way she did before. And so, not to be disheartened at Christmas, she asked her father why this might be. Did he know what she meant? Would he be able to explain what was missing? Age, he said, in that sort of annoying way that adults roll their eyes and smile at each other when they're making a joke that a child only really half understands. Age, it'll feel more magical again when you're old. And so the years passed, and Christmas was good, and mostly it was great. And that little girl, who was no longer a little girl anymore, forgot to even remember about the magic she had so missed that year. And then, one year, many Christmases later, the little girl, who was now really a little big woman, saw her belly grow, and autumn that year was greeted with happy screams and joyful tears and more smiles than could be counted. And the house was quickly filled with the sounds of a family finding their feet in a pair of brand new shoes that felt a little big and unsteady, but left lots of room to grow. That year, the little girl, who was now a little big mum, with a little girl of her own, hung an extra stocking above the fire. And as she placed it over the hook, she took a deep breath, and she smelled the fire, and the mince pies, and the mulled wine, and she looked over at the tree lit with warm, twinkling yellow lights, and she felt as if it had never really left, as if it had just been sleeping patiently somewhere inside of her, that fizzing, whizzing, warming magic returned. She let out a contented sigh, smiled, straightened out the stockings, stoked the fire, and sat down to the rest of her magical life.
This is an original piece, and it's called Sunset at 4:30.
Everything's changing, we're getting older now. Oh, our childhood's escaping, and the love for it is falling down. Everyone's wrapping all their presents now. But how do we see through a rose tin, hoping that the snow falls down? Will my breath fog up the glass? Looking through the window, let's just hope the snow lasts. So then we can watch the sunset at 4:30. We can eat too much and then ignore our bodies cry, stop eating more. And we can hope that it doesn't have to end. Close our eyes and just pretend that all we know and all we said will be gone when I fall asleep again. There's a part of us, I think, that we all miss, and looking back I know it's just hiding. We can't let it slide through our fingertips. And I know this is different cause you're not there, and we're all dealing with the cold air every day. So what if we stay? Will our breath fog up the glass? Looking through the window on the drive home, when no one asks if we can watch the sunset at 4:30, if we can watch a film we've never seen before, if we can really do whatever we want, if we can hope that it doesn't have to end, if I could learn to really wrap a present, 'cause all I know and all I said will be gone when I fall asleep again. Fall. Forget about your calendars, I've done that for 3 years now. And don't forget to buy more crackers. We all love a second round, but we won't hesitate, we won't make mistakes, and we are not the same, but that's okay. Can my mates stop asking me what I got them? 'Cause even I don't know. Christmas is a hard time when you know you're broke. We won't ever complain, oh we won't ever again, oh we won't stop and create anything wrong or anything on the day, as long as we can watch the sunset at 4:30, realize it's way too cold, and come indoors and we can hope that it doesn't have to end. Close our eyes and just pretend that all we know and all we said and all we hoped and all we shared, all I know, all I ever said, will be gone when I fall asleep again. Fall asleep.
I hope you've enjoyed our first ever virtual Christmas concert. It only remains for me to thank, firstly, the performing arts staff, Mr. Forshaw, Miss Barra, Mr. Goodman and Miss Kaisak, for all their commitment, creativity and technical know-how, and Mr. Kendall for the readings, and of course our amazing Sir Henry Floyd Grammar School students who have put much of this together by themselves in their spare time, and of course Reverend Zimmerman from St. Mary's Church. I wish you all a very safe and a very happy Christmas.